Hi, my name is Mica, and this is my computer. It's a comfort zone of mine, and I'll explain how. For the last 4 years or so, it's been the first tool I've reached for to realize my ideas and create my work. Over this time period, I unwittingly established a routine way of making things with it, and as a result, the outcome of each creative project became more and more similar to the last. I was comfortable, always sticking to what I knew rather than trying anything new. I've also lost countless hours on it browsing the internet. I can never seem to account for this time, and I know I can never get it back. And no matter how many links I click on, it never really makes me feel connected to anything. I came to a point where I needed to shake these feelings by leaving the comfort of my computer behind. I needed to challenge myself through unfamiliarity. So I went out of my way to do things that scared me. I built a bench, something I didn't know I could do. It's no revolution in carpentry or furniture design, but it's a good bench, and it has significance to me because I brought it into this world. Like some kind of wooden baby, I guess. Actually, this project is kind of like the movie Pinocchio, except instead of Pinocchio being a talking boy, he's actually just a bench that doesn't talk, doesn't say anything, and people just sit on him. And I'm Geppetto, and I built Pinocchio. I built him. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. The bench went on to serve as a platform to create a dialogue about the pros and cons of comfort. It was a way to bring people together and talk. A way for me to get out there and not just spend my entire life on the internet. Talking to strangers can be really uncomfortable at first, but if we never did it, we'd never learn anything new, and we'd never learn to appreciate the people outside of our comfort zones. After all, what would a life be without meaningful human interactions? This project made me realize that if there's something you really want to do, even if it's terrifying, you just have to go and do it. You might fail the first time. You might fail the second time. Hell, you might even fail the fifth time. It's all part of the learning process. You should fail as many times as you have to, because even if it never works, in the end, comfort can be found in knowing that you tried as hard as you could. If the monotony of the comfort zones around you starts to make you uncomfortable, then it's up to you. Make yourself comfortable.
I guess I'm a graphic designer. That's what's on my passport.
I make music mainly.
I do nothing. Basically, I'm an artist. So I write my names on things.
I'm a writer.
Oh, cool. So
And what do? You go to Monte?
I go to Montessori.
Being with my kids, I think, would probably be my comfort zone. It's the one time where everything is suspended, no matter what hour of the day or where you happen to be, or you're just in a bubble with each other. So, in lots of ways, my comfort zone would be that, because it's when I'm most unconscious, if you like, about everything and anything that's going on. When I'm most conscious is when I'm working. That's something you strive for.
I'm a home person. I'm most comfortable at home. I'm a simple guy. I don't really like hustle and bustle. So at home with the family, get home, spend time with my son. Late at night on my own, like video games, put on a video game. Could waste hours away there, because outside you go outside the door these days and it's chaos. So yeah, home is where the comfort is, I think.
I think, in an odd way, digital devices have become a horrendous comfort zone for so many people. My wife was completely against smartphones, and I got her an iPhone as a gift, which I'm starting to regret already. But she would now reach for her iPhone, when she's semi-awake. And so when my daughter stirs in the morning, she sleeps in the same bed as us. She's just 2. She would reach for my mother, or my wife, her mother, my wife, while my wife is reaching for her phone. And that's the, you know what I mean? There's something in that. There's something odd in that.
Interviews do a little bit.
my phone, my phone ringing and texts and stuff, constant. notifications and all, especially when I'm in my comfort zone.
Seeing people I know from school on the bus and then not knowing like how you or not is inside them. You have your headphones in, you're like have a talk, it's just awkward, you know. Ex-girlfriends as well.
Whether to say hello or like what?
Yeah, it's that kind of like, is it the nod or like you just kind of pretend like, alright, fuck it, I haven't seen you in like 5 years, peace, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah, it's that. It's atrocious.
I was going to say speaking in public, but it's not even so much that. It's more a feeling that you're speaking to people that may not be interested in what you have to say.
No, because I've always pretty much done what I've wanted to do. I don't have big ambitions. So simple things please me. Anything I've ever wanted to do, I've pretty much done it so far in my life. Like. You can stretch your whole life away trying to be A, B, and C and never get there, or maybe you get to A, B, and C when you're 60, 70 years old, pass away of cancer a month later. I've seen people die. I've seen like people die after reaching a certain place where they wanted to be struck down a year, 2 years later. So what's the point of worrying?
Yeah, and
You know?
the stress of getting to that
Exactly,
point brings
yeah.
them to that.
Yeah, whether it's monetary or the work they had to put in, it's I've witnessed that firsthand. Like, family members. Yeah.
I've tried online dating for the first time. It's going really well. Like, I haven't seen anyone in real life. Oh no, fucking did. I bumped into one of the people and I just said, how's it going? And I used to think, I was like, I know you in the clouds. And I was like,
Pointing at your phone.
yeah. And actually, like, I used to think, you're a fucking creep for being on online dating. And now I'm going to be meeting up with a girl in the next few days.
I think that almost it's kind of unavoidable that in my working situation I have strategies that I use when I get a brief, and I sometimes think that because of my comfort zone that you get into not so much monotony, but that you get into a house style of some kind, and that you know, if you came out of your comfort zone a bit more, the work itself might be more interesting. Or if you were to limit yourself to using a certain amount of tools, or decide to use a new tool, you know, in approaching them, the work might be more have more vitality or more originality or something like that.
My work has suffered. There's things I could have done. I could have done more. I could have done better, but I've been so comfortable that to do work would make me uncomfortable.
I think everybody has that.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I do. I think everybody probably does. I'm uncomfortable thinking about danger for this child, danger for, you know, we've got a really good life right now, and I find it uncomfortable to think about how that could change and not be as much fun as it is, because I'm in my 40s now and my life experience has been quite varied actually, and I know where things can go wrong. Hold on now just for a second, because the camera's on. We can't leave until he's turned it off. So it really, we just have to, but we only have to wait for a minute. We just have to say a proper bye-bye to the boys. Is that okay? Yeah, so I mean, thinking about how your life could change from when you're actually exceptionally happy is a really difficult thought, actually. Have you anything to add?
Yeah,
Yeah? What would you like to say?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, tell them thanks a million. We enjoyed the experience.
Thanks a million, we enjoyed this bit of experience.
I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I get that. I'm just putting faces to it from our community. Perhaps it will translate into what you do in your communities. Thank you for listening to me.